What's up, guys? Happy Monday morning. Hopefully you're off to a great week. Whenever you're listening to this, hopefully you're winning. Obviously I'm here to help people win, and that's, fast and often is the tagline, but I love hearing the success stories. Whether you're a client or not, and you listen to this, and if you get value from it, please, submit in. Like, shoot me a DM. Tell me how it's impacted you. Tell me how it's helping you win, because it really does mean a lot to me to see that, like, the effort that goes into putting out this much content consistently is impacting people. It definitely helps. So, obviously share the episode, subscribe, like all those things, but just reach out. Let me see. Let me hear how these lessons are helping you or bringing value to your life. But today is going to be about changing your mindset around money. There's a few key things that I've done over the last couple of years to change my mindset about money that I want to tell you about, to hopefully give you an opportunity to change as well. One of the most impactful things that I heard that pivoted everything. It pivoted everything when it came to money is somebody said it out loud. You don't have a spending problem, you have an earning problem. And man, it hit me right in the gut when I heard that, because Tiff and I had spent years trying to budget ourselves to savings and minimize spending, and then all we did was just ruin our lives. We just didn't do anything fun for years, and we still had nothing to show for it, because we spent so much more time focused on saving instead of improving our earning. And so, I've heard recently, people talking about it's a lot easier to earn, to go make $10,000 than save $10,000. And it's just absolutely true. It's difficult to minimize your lifestyle. If you're living paycheck to paycheck, it's very difficult to minimize your lifestyle down to an amount of money that allows you to put money away. It's just very hard. And so some things that we did because of that. First thing we did was started running our personal finances like a business. Last year we got our personal finances into QuickBooks. So I have a whole QuickBooks account, completely managed, bookkeeping and P&Ls and everything for my personal finances, from income to expenses, tracking Amazon expenses, tracking Instacart, tracking, just spending on the kids and utilities and everything else. And, it's amazing how you can find patterns in your spending by just looking at the data. Most people don't look at their credit cards, don't look at their bank accounts, don't look at their income, and they don't track it. And so putting it into QuickBooks and running it like I was running the business account, I have a business QuickBooks and I have a personal QuickBooks. It's just all my personal accounts, all the assets. I have a balance sheet on my personal side, I have a balance sheet on my business side. I'm running my life like a business, and it made it so much easier to create an understanding of spending habits and budgets and paying debt down and where does the extra money go every month. Has been super valuable. And again, I put a lot of effort over years to improve upon my earning skill set, not my spending habits. And that's led me to having surplus. There's a surplus of money every month that needs to go somewhere, and having it in the P&L and looking at it on a weekly basis and monthly basis has allowed us to be more intentional with the money, which actually has allowed us to work better for us. The second thing that we've looked at a lot is the cost of money. Looking at investment returns, looking at interest rates, looking at debt facilities, looking at borrowing compared to paying cash, and really truly understanding the cost of money. An example would be if you're receiving a 5% return on this investment and you can borrow money at 2%, it makes more sense to keep that there because you're earning more interest here than you're spending on that debt. Vice versa, if you're returning 5% interest, but this is a 20% credit card, you should take all that investment and pay down that card, not then go build the card back up, right? Spending habits does change and creating budgets does matter, but don't pay 20% interest and only receive 5% interest here, but vice versa, utilizing some inexpensive debt. When I looked at the idle loan, it's 3%. That's definitely lower than any of the investments I have right now from a return perspective. And so looking at cost of money, Tiff and I went on an aggressive paying down debt in 2023. And, we paid off close to $300,000 in debt. And we didn't have a lot of extra money to do a lot of extra things, because we did that. We also donated $100,000. We also saved $100,000. But we didn't have a lot of extra. And that might sound crazy. That's even crazy for me to say. But there wasn't a lot of extra outside of the plan. We didn't do a lot of frivolous spending. We only went on one vacation. We didn't do much. We paid off the cars. We sold some stuff. we made a very big intention to get rid of the debt, looking at how much money are we going to save on that debt over the life of those loans. And that number exceeded anything we would do in any investments we could have done. Like I pulled money out of the stock market, I pulled money out of numerous different things, sold some stuff to take that liquid capital to pay down the debt, because I don't like debt. I don't like having debt. I don't like paying interest to somebody for the rights to spend money. And so for me, I did not make as much investments in 2023. I paid down debt because I wanted to get rid of it. And so now we're down to pretty much just the house and the pool will be paid off this year, and they'll leave us just the house. And ideally the house is paid off by the time I'm 40 is the game plan. And so that allows us then, because we lost all those payments, we got all that debt gone, now I can reinvest money in 2024 differently and actually exceed the amount of money I have invested than I would have in 2023 by paying off the debt while also saving money on not having that debt. So changing the understanding cost of money and what the actual, and the reason we found this out is on the P&L, the interest paid is broken out. And I paid almost $80,000 in 2023 on interest payments between all the debts, like the house, the pool, credit cards that we had for a little bit, some small loans we had from the move. I paid $80,000 in a year just on interest. That, seeing that number broken out and having clarity on that changed the way I looked at it forever. That's why we had such an intentional attack on debt in 2023. But also in the sense of, it also allowed me having more comfort in raising prices. Not everybody loves that. Legacy clients never love that, but I can't accomplish my goals without charging what I'm worth. And sometimes to charge what you're worth, you have to find people. So if you're going to say, I don't have a spending problem, I have an earning problem, sometimes earning more money means more volume. Sometimes earning more money means increase in what you're charging. And more businesses I work with are undercharging than overcharging by a landslide. And so if you're looking at your numbers and you're like, why is there never any money left? I'm not saying double your price, but you should be shooting for at least a 40 to 50% gross margin on everything that you do. It's the only way to have something left over to invest to grow. But as far as the mindset, you don't have a spending problem, you got an earning problem. And then truly understand the cost of money, what are you paying in interest compared to what are you earning in interest, and balancing that out to make sure that you're not losing money by just letting things sit there. Fees when it comes to 401ks, IRAs, retirement stuff, understanding what it actually costs for money to be in different places is a huge, huge eye opener and kind of changed my life forever. And if you want to learn more about that, Garrett Gunderson has written several books about this. Killing Sacred Cows is one of the books I read related to these topics, and was a great book of his. And then, what is the new one? His newest book is I can't think of the name of it right now. But look up Garrett Gunderson. He has a lot of information around these topics. But hopefully that helps you out this week. Hopefully that helps you make a different approach towards your finances in 2024, so you end the year with more in your pocket and less in everybody else's. So get out there this week, make it a great week, and win fast and win often.